Rope number 35, and grade is a 10 BC Youth C, and Youth B, Youth C, excuse me, which are like 10 to 14 year olds, 10 to 13 year olds. So you can imagine the size. Their reach is usually from the ground. They can reach standing tall, reaching up to about your neck as a setter. Excuse me, and I'm 5'10", so that reach is about 5'6", fully extended. If my head was 4 inches tall. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of comment cards, reading out some comment cards. We're going to be talking about a specific route, and I want to know right now from the setter himself, Jake Hadishell, what his intentions were. So Jake, what were your intentions?
So my intentions in setting this route were basically to have like the climber acknowledge that their feet need to be in different places to kind of increase that reach. Like if your feet aren't falling the way that they're supposed to, the route is going to seem a little bit reachy. I also wanted to introduce to the youth like bumping off of a sloper. It's kind of a new style that not a lot of people set. And I also wanted to introduce that the route's not just going to go straight up the wall. You're going to have to read your route before you're going to climb it.
Cool, awesome. Did you have any is there a particular crux to this climb?
I think probably the crux that I set is bumping off of the sloper. That's going to be one of the harder things to do.
And was there a special move that you had intended for this climb?
Yeah, I did have a crossover move, so a short reach with your left hand and then cross over your right hand to grab a natural on the other side of the array. Cool,
awesome, and we might see a beta blaster of that later. Who knows? All right, so a couple cool comments that we got is from one about this route in particular was from a name that shall not be named. I'll read it out. Quote: "The first third of the route was better before being revised. The route has very reachy moves that you have to dead point or power through if shorter. Every move was a struggle. I really liked the smear start that the first version of the route had. First, it does use some good technique, so I don't hate it, but it definitely pisses me off, which is always good because that's how you know the setter's doing their job and really challenging you. But anyway, quote, overall it is better than the original version, as the original had one move that seemed impossible and I had to cheat up. So before, this person didn't actually send the route because they had to cheat up the last move, and that's actually why we revised it. There was a particular move that was more of a vertically challenged dyno. When we try to set dynos, we try to set dynos that are more balancy oriented, not so much just arm strength and just pulling yourself up, because that's unfair to everybody and there's too much of a disparity to properly grade that. If we do set a dyno like that, it'll be in the bouldering area and it'll just be really gimmicky. And those are also really fun anyway, so you should check those out. But yeah, some interesting comment, and I spoke to this person about it, and it definitely feeds back, it's good feedback so we can know what to set next time and what this particular person's looking for. And they're not alone in their opinion. We do try to set like this, the way that they're requesting, but not every route's going to be exactly that way. And so this route was set in a particular style. You heard from Jake earlier about what he was intending, and I believe what he was intending actually came across really well. I climbed it, I've seen other people climb it, and youth climb it as well, and they're climbing in a different way than I climb it because I'm taller. But how they do it is even cooler. The beta is much smoother for a shorter person. But yeah, so we definitely take this feedback and use it in all of our routes. But you're gonna see from time to time on our tags, it's gonna say youth, and just know that if it's a youth route, it's probably gonna be harder for you than it is for others, because a youth, they have smaller hands, the power to weight ratio is lower or higher. They have less weight, a little more, maybe the same power. But yeah, so we've got quite a bit of youth routes right now. Competition season's coming, and yeah, you should check out this purple route. I don't know.